everyone. Welcome to Build Brunch, the daily morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Monét X Change.
I'm Allie Colbert.
And I'm Lucas Tim. Hi.
Welcome.
Yay!
Yes!
Today we're going to talk about Glenn Close and her dog's rise to Insta fame, the major step Dylan Sprouse and his girlfriend just took in their relationship, and Brit & Co.'s organizational hacks for The Office. Plus, Sunny Anderson joins the table to discuss a Super Bowl must-have, the Infladium. But first, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Queen Monét X Change joins the table.
Yes!
Co-host.
Oh, hello.
How are you doing today?
You know, I am blessed and highly favored on this lovely Tuesday morning in New York City. The one train was fucked up today, but that's all right, and we made it.
We made it.
Yay.
We all made it in. We are so pumped to have you here with us, especially because you're currently on Drag Race All-Stars.
Girl.
And a lot of people are saying, like, you could go all the way.
Well, you know, well, just for all the boys in the room, I always go all the way. That's a fact. But no, yeah, I'm really excited. This season has been so crazy. You know, being on All Stars is huge, especially coming straight off of season 10. It's been a crazy bumpy ride.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
really
only the second person to be asked while your season 10 was still airing.
Girl, literally before I was eliminated, the producer was like, "Girl, you want to come back?" And I was like, "Wow, thanks. I absolutely will come back." Yeah.
Well, you are very memorable on that show. I mean, in season 10, you used sponges on the runway, which created so many internet memes. It was everywhere. Tell us about that idea.
Girl, the sponges will never die, okay? Literally, at every meet and greet I go to, I get at least 14 sponges.
Yes.
I will never have a dirty dish for as long as I live. Fans have giving them to me, but it was not this like premeditated thing. I was in the workroom. I was like, we had that challenge. I'm like, what do I see a surplus of that I can cover my entire body with? Sponges! So then I just gravitated toward the sponges, and it's become this like nationwide, well, statewide phenomenon.
Citywide,
Citywide,
you know,
citywide.
whatever.
I hope you're seeing some royalties from those sponge sales. I'm assuming you sparked.
Girl, I have my management texting Scotch Brite as we speak.
Right.
Okay, get me that endorsement deal.
But
I
also,
can see
you're
it.
known for that fake jump split, which is so iconic and legendary. What was going on in your mind when you did that?
I was like, what can I do in this moment to really impress RuPaul and make him laugh? Because anytime you watch a lip sync, anytime RuPaul does one of those, that means your goals. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I need to do something stupid and crazy to make RuPaul laugh. And so I did that stupid thing and I faked it out. And we saw this happens like once every decade where RuPaul actually turns away from camera. Give you one of these like, like you saw, like we saw the man behind Oz. You know what I mean? So I was like, yes, got it.
That is so awesome.
And speaking of drag performing, I like to think I'm a very good amateur lip sync dancer, and I could almost have what it takes to be a drag queen. But it seems that you have a combination of choreography, lip syncing, and the humor, which you of course capture really well. What else do you need to be a very successful queen?
Elevate.
You know, I think that, especially in this day and age, girl, branding is very important. And a big part of my brand is just being the everyday homegirl, you know what I mean? I came here where I got my braids and the nice little updo so they itch a little bit, you gotta tap it in the back, you know what I mean? And I think it's just branding myself as who I am. Like, I'm very much unapologetically myself, whether that for the better or sometimes really bad. I'm just myself, you know what I mean? And that's the only person I can because everybody else is taken, girl.
Yeah.
And you know, you have all those qualities. You said you're a maybe. What?
Well, I feel like I'm a great. They've seen me dance and lip sync
He
before.
loves choreory.
I do.
Oh.
I can do like any
He's
Madonna
a
song
dancer.
pretty much.
Okay,
And Beyonce.
And Beyonce, yeah.
Oh my God, you one of those gays in the club like.
He really,
Wait, get me bodies on, whoa. And I was like,
Okay,
oh God, he knows
down.
this.
Do not do that ever again. I am now nauseous. Please don't ever.
Do not do that ever again.
Never.
But you know
do
what?
not embarrass us like that. We have a
works.
guest
I'm really
here.
glad you put
It worked for Aquarian. She won. Okay, so I have faith in you, girl. I believe in you.
Well, you also have the Monét Her Story Exchange.
Yes.
So tell us about that, because that's really good.
Well, on the show, I randomly talked about, because here's the thing, I never claimed to be a great student, but I will remember the most ridiculous, stupid, mundane facts that they said at the end of the class when everybody else was like running out to get out the door. I was like, oh yeah, Miss Frizzle, I remember that. You know what I mean? So I remember in class in 10th grade learning how the British got, that they all spoke like this. Like the people over there in the UK across the pond.
Yeah.
They all spoke like this, okay? The queen used to talk like this. And then when they went back, they're like, we need to make ourselves different and better than those stupid people across the lake. So then they affected this accent. And I said that on TV and everybody was like, girl, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Cut to the episode airs and the fans were like, Monét is right. I was like, I know! You know what I mean? So now I do this series on WOW where I talk about really silly, mundane facts, like how Betsy Ross, she sewed our flag. She didn't design it. She sewed it up. Like the founding fathers were like, do this.
Right.
And then she was like, okay! And she sewed it up, but she did not. People think that she gets credit with designing it. She did not design it. She just sewed it up. So silly facts that you would never know.
Yeah, because they don't teach us anything in school, so we need you.
Hello. I mean, I used to teach. I taught grade school. I taught K through 5 for a year and a half.
I bet you were an amazing teacher.
Oh, I was the worst.
Well, fun though.
But you brought
whatever you
energy.
want. Yeah,
You brought
energy.
energy.
A lot of movies, like watch this movie.
Oh, girl, every class, I was like, watch this. Let's all watch Set It Off or Do the Right Thing.
Oh my God, I can't. That makes me cry. When people could get shot, I can't talk about it. Anyway, so let's jump into it today.
Yeah, well, Glenn Close may be far from her days as Cruella de Vil, but the actress is still very much a devoted dog lover. In fact, her pup, Pip Close, is a social media star who has his own Instagram account. Pip's followers will find he's into art history, candids, and is a strong supporter of Mama Glenn. I think Glenn Close is having a moment. Finally, at 71, wow, Glenn Close. But her dog, I think it's really funny. Like we've seen these celebrity dogs have these accounts, and now he's kind of going viral. And
I just want to say, my neighbor, her name is Santina. She has a cuter dog, and her dog would have a better Instagram.
Thank you.
But I do like Glenn Close a lot, and the fact that her dog has his own Instagram and it's doing these strange things, it's kind of funny to me.
I think what's cool is that she takes that dog everywhere. So I think if you're a fan of Glenn, then you kind of really get to see what she's up to, because that dog goes like when she came here, she brought the dog and it was running around the set and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you can like really stalk Glenn, probably through her dog's account.
Yeah, that is cute that she like takes the dog everywhere, but also it's kind of like ridiculous when people have an Instagram account for their pet and then talk about their pet's likes. Like, shut up, that's your likes.
That's
But-
your life, girl. You know what I mean? And also, just picture Glenn Close holding up her jitterbug and taking a picture of her dog. You know what I mean? Those little phones with little buttons. Because I doubt Glenn has an iPhone. You think Glenn has an iPhone?
Her assistant has an iPhone,
Her
probably.
assistant, there we go.
Yeah,
Actually, I picture Glenn as more of an Android kind of girl.
Yeah,
But also-
like a Samsung.
A Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah, they all
If I imagine Glenn using this account, hashtagging for Pip the dog, it's so funny to me. This like almost Oscar winner. We'll see if she wins, or Lady Gaga may kill her before that. Who will see. But it's just funny to see Glenn Close doing this because she's like 71 and she's an accomplished actress.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the dog Instagram account.
I just feel like she's not involved in this at all.
That's what I'm saying. She's not.
This
running
isn't her.
Instagram.
You don't think
account.
so?
No.
No, I don't.
You don't think so? I think it
think she
is.
I think she might tell somebody like post that.
I
that's
think it seems to be
funny.
run by.
probably.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
But she's Glenn Close. She's
I don't know.
a living icon.
I think she's like grandma on Instagram. I think it's like, and that's totally cool. I love following grandmas on Instagram because they just
Goldie
post
Hawn's
whatever
my
they
favorite.
want.
Yeah.
So I think this is her.
Do you follow any pet like accounts?
No.
I used to follow that insult comic dog, Triumph.
Oh, the cigar
Yeah,
one.
cigar
Yeah,
He's an
well,
asshole.
that's funny because he's an asshole.
That's what I like.
He's
I'm
like, go fuck yourself, and I'm like, great, yeah, share that.
Well, we did have Tinkerbell the dog.
Tinkerbell.
We interviewed a dog on the show.
my
So just
God.
the level of iconic this couch you're sitting on right now. We had a dog
Did
that
this
we
dog
asked.
shit where I'm sitting? Just let me know.
it
She
did.
didn't. She just kind of sat there like. And we asked the owner, like, where does she like to travel? And the owner says she loves Paris the best.
Yeah.
I'm sure because
Yeah.
no one wants a fucking ticket to go downtown.
Exactly.
Here we go. Look at me and Tinkerbell. No, that's what
But
you
we're
want,
sitting
girl.
here laughing, but Tinkerbell's owner is making money.
I know they make a lot
Like
of money on those
Tinkerbell
things.
and those celebrity dogs and those Instagram dogs, like they're pulling in like 6, 7 figures.
No, they're not.
Some of them are.
If a dog is like over if a dog
like
over,
Grumpy Cat.
Not 6 figures a post.
yeah.
No, like a
Total.
year.
Yeah.
They're an animal.
Oh,
not
I
like
am
a
going
post.
to the pound. Reroute my Uber.
Wait, if you could get a pet though, what would be your celebrity Instagram pet?
I would get a pet celebrity ferret. Okay.
Oh.
Because on the inside of me, there is like a very beautiful lesbian woman that lives inside of me. And a ferret is the perfect accessory for a lesbian. We all know
I, as
They
a lesbian,
smell.
will agree that I'm a ferret.
You're just our little cute little ferret.
I'm like, wow, I had no idea that my people were ferrets. I don't know why I can see it it though.
I would. Can you imagine? I brought my little ferret, like running around the table. I'm like giving it that little ferret nip,
Yeah.
giving it like a little catnip, and they love it.
Ferret trap.
With her little tool belt.
Oh my God! It goes and like nested my wig. I'm like, come on, little guy. Anyway.
Dylan Sprouse and girlfriend Barbara Palvin are living the sweet life after just moving in together in an apartment with a beautiful New York City view. Sprouse acknowledged the big relationship step in his Instagram caption, writing, "We moved in and we only had 4 mental breakdowns." So I just want to point out, as I pointed out in rehearsal, that's not Manhattan. Like, that's Brooklyn,
Yeah,
so you're not doing that well.
Right.
Calm down.
And also, why is her name Barbara?
I'm gonna say that, Barbara!
I'm like, her parents like, we're gonna give our daughter the oldest name possible.
Wait,
okay?
who under the age of 75 still named Barbara?
I've never seen a young Barbara.
I've never seen a hot Barbara.
hot Barbara.
She needs to change her name.
They might as well call her Agatha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wonder if they call her like Babs.
Probably Babs.
Or
Barbara.
Rob.
Does she look like a Babs to you? That's like a...
No, her name looks like it's Courtney.
She's Kelly with an eye.
Barbara?
Like, that is like a...
Yeah.
Could you imagine him being like, I met a girl last night, what's her name? Barbara. Fucking-
She was
Nobody wants to fuck Barbara.
She was Rookie of the Year. I don't know whatever that means
Rookie
for
of the Year.
Sports Illustrated. I
hot.
don't know what you have to do to be Rookie of the Year, like throw a ball. I don't know, but
No, have nice tits. Have
nice-
you ever read
right.
Sports Illustrated?
right. But her name's Barbara. Good for Barbara. I mean, I feel like Barbara Bush and there's now
They
Barbara.
kind of look alike in that picture,
They
don't they?
do.
They
She
say-
looks like young Dylan Sprouse right there.
She looks like his twin.
Right, she looks like the, oh my God,
Cole.
maybe it's a twin.
Oh my
Maybe.
God.
They're like,
Plot twist.
They are just shamming all of us. They're like fucking around with us and they're just twin fuckers. I
Plot
think.
twist.
Twin fuckers.
It's like Game of Thrones.
She really does look like
So
him.
now here's the thing, is the brother also dating a hot supermodel?
The brother.
He's dating somebody.
Is dating that blonde girl from Riverdale.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The blonde's
got it.
he's in a successful show.
Yeah,
Riverdale, so
why
he's doing very well.
I don't know what
Apparently
Dylan.
he's the Richard Sprouse twin.
I don't know what Dylan does other than his nudes. Like I don't know.
Yeah, we educate. He does have leaked nudes, so if you all want to, of course, after the show's over, Google them. They are available on the internet.
But like we said backstage, I mean, these are not nudes. Like if this guy hits you up at 4:30 in the morning and everyone else has blocked you, then you're like, okay. These are not the nudes. You're like, yes, I want that one. It's like, oh, God.
Like,
Girl, Dylan Sprouse, Corey Sprouse, Brussels Sprouts, I don't give a fuck about anybody. It's all whatever.
I mean, they're like 25 and
completely
26. Do
agree.
you think it's like too soon for them to move in? It's been like a year. Like I don't know. Do we care?
No, I mean, I'm that girl that's all in. After the first date, bitch,
Yeah.
I'm getting my fucking, I'm
Where are
getting
the
the ferret
keys?
and we're moving in. You know what I'm saying?
and you have a joint bank account, getting that open.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all about that. I
Especially
like
if it's that apartment.
that. Hello?
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would date a thumb if I was in that apartment. Girl.
I could totally agree with you. I also think they're not susceptible to the stresses that people are when they like are actually on a budget and things like
Right.
that. Like if I have
Yeah.
$25 million, sure, I'll buy an apartment for Barbara. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's fine.
For that fucking name.
Also, they talk about moving like they actually moved their stuff.
Exactly.
Like I'm broke. When I move, I'm like packing up a U-Haul by myself. You know, they had like a team of movers for
Right.
a week doing everything. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
4 mental breakdowns over what? China patterns?
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah, the mental breakdown thing. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Maybe he seems like the type of guy. He pisses all over the fucking seat. And you're like, really, Dylan? You're getting a little
does.
Q-tip to clean up.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's.
That's such a
Yeah,
good
it
observation.
just
Oh,
fo-
absolutely.
It follows the trend of these like young celebrities buying these multi-million-dollar apartments in New York, which isn't that surprising when we think about. I mean, Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande are almost billionaires.
Yeah,
so
they're
they should
super
have
rich.
beautiful
He
apartments
is
in Soho.
not anywhere near Taylor
Again,
Swift and
but he's in
Ariana
Brooklyn.
Grande.
He's in Brooklyn.
I know, it's
no one's
just
south of
hilarious
Brooklyn,
that like
but-
we're like even considering him like that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have the same net worth as this motherfucker. Like he's
You
not,
probably do. Susan
like-
Miller said you're gonna.
Like I don't understand. Why is he? What is he still rolling in the Sweet Life?
Sweet
money?
Life royalty.
I used to watch that show.
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I think he models.
Does he?
Yeah.
Again,
Does he?
we've seen the nudes. I don't know about that.
Right.
He had a phase, if I remember right, where he had like long hair and he was doing like a young
Yeah.
Brad Pitt thing.
Oh,
It worked for a
okay.
minute.
Yeah.
It worked for a minute.
Also, I'm a very giant human being, so he is maybe 5'2". I'm like, that's not hot to me.
Yeah.
I remember I said working out at the gym when he went to NYU, and people would be obsessed with
I
them.
was at-
And I'd be like, they're
They
just
did?
the Sweet
Yes.
Life guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I'm a millennial. I love the sweet life. At 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm eating a deli sandwich, I'm flicking between that and Sex in the City. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The sweet life.
Good
Yeah,
combo.
you're like, I have layers.
Then I bring out the
I think
ferret.
white women,
Then the
white women
ferret.
having sex in New York and 2 young white twins in a hotel. Woohoo! What a combo. Well, anyway. Well, now it's time for Build Brunch with Britt. Britt Morin is currently in San Francisco at the Brit & Co headquarters, but she recently took the time to show me some super neat organizational hacks for the office. Take a look. Tidying up with Marie Kondo is people everywhere finally cleaning out their closets. But why stop there? Brit & Co CEO Britt Morin is here to share a few crafty DIYs to get your office space under control in this week's edition of Build Brunch with Britt. Hi, Britt.
Hello.
So happy you're here.
Ready for some desk zen?
Never been more ready. This is what gets me excited.
Having an organized workspace actually makes you more productive. There's
100%.
a lot of science behind this. So I think it's very important for everyone watching that you learn a few little tips and tricks. So my number 1 nemesis are cords. Do you have this problem too?
The enemy of our time.
It's like power cords,
Yep.
headphone cords, like all the cords. So my first tip is around ways to organize your cords. First off, if you have cords that you're gonna store away, but you forgot what they were, because we all get cords,
So many.
so many gadgets, label them with just a piece of washi tape. So it's like, oh, that's my laptop charger. Of course, I forgot. But also, if you're gonna be throwing them in a bag or in a drawer or leaving them on your desk, you can also use binder clips as a fun way to just keep them together really quickly, simply. You don't have to worry about tying them all, which I actually do, anyways. And binder clips also can hold cords on the side of your desk too, if you have power chargers for your laptops or things like that. I do that often as well. So I love, love, love that tip. And then let's talk about Q-tip boxes.
That is so clever.
Headphone organizer.
That's brilliant because with my headphones, I throw them in my bag. They're all tangled. I think I've damaged them completely. Yeah.
You spend 10 minutes getting them untangled.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is actually the perfect size for organizing little cords like headphones. So I love this, and you can toss it in your bag, your purse, maybe your pocket. I don't know. Men do different things than women.
Whatever we do. Yeah.
And then also acrylic on the desktop is really important because you want to be able to see everything. Everything needs to be in easy reach and eyesight. This is a good tip for beauty products and jewelry and small objects as well. But on the desk, it's nice because it can be a catch-all for all your pencils and everything. But for the smaller stuff, you can slot in these little trays and just throw it all there. It's all compartmentalized. You can move it if you need to really quickly.
It's so great. I love just being able to see everything. Pen's right there.
Tape's
right there.
Yeah, it's not
organized.
in drawers.
Yes.
I always forget. I forget what's in my drawers.
Yes.
So I like to see the stuff I'm going to actually use more frequently.
Absolutely.
Okay, but you don't want to take up too much space on your desktop because you want most of it for workspace. So one fun idea for all the other odds and ends is to boost them up using smaller bases. You can use candlestick bases or anything like these little wooden bases, and then just use a simple tray or a dish. This is great for your keys, for little push pins, whatever you have in your office, staplers that always come out, all the staples. So I love this idea too because it gets it up out of your desk space, but you can still have it easily accessible to everything you're doing.
It's like you're building a city almost on your desk. It's
exactly.
Vertical.
You can do some skyscrapers if you want.
I love it.
Yeah. And then lastly, you want to have some fun at your desk. I love positive quotes and things like that, little photos. This is actually a repurposed cookie tray.
Okay.
You didn't know maybe, but cookie sheets are actually magnetic, many of them.
Did not know that.
Yes.
Fun fact.
And so this is great because you can post little notes, to-dos, your photos. You can see we have all these little things. We decorated it with washi tapes. You can make it look fun.
And the sparkles.
If you haven't noticed, I'm a fan of sparkle and washi tape.
Love it.
But most importantly, sparkly washi tape. And so this is really great too because you can obviously mix and match it. You can mount it to the wall or just keep it propped up along your desk side.
Well, Britt, this is incredible. Thank you so much. I just can't wait to go home and now organize my desk.
You're gonna go redo everything, right?
But first, I need to get some of this sparkly tape.
You need sparkly washi tape
Yep.
and
Thank you.
pastel
I'll just take
plates.
this. Thank you so much.
Pink pencils?
I love pink.
Cool.
Wow. Come on.
You can
2019.
find all these organizational hacks and more on Brit.co. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Britt. Be sure to check out more at www.brit.co. We'll see you at the table very soon.
Well, guys, now it's time for today's guest. Sunny Anderson is a Food Network personality, New York Times bestseller, and co-host of The Kitchen on Food Network. Today, she's here to discuss her game day creation titled The Infladium, which is a must-have for Super Bowl parties everywhere. Everyone, please put your hands together for Sunny Anderson.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Sachet, I stay?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Sonny, I love the color. Welcome.
That was
Thank you.
I wish you guys could have seen when
Hey.
the curtain was moved and you were just like,
I'm ready.
I want to talk about these shoes, though.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
These
I
are,
want those.
I've had these a couple of years. I just love sneakers. It's a very inexpensive thing to be addicted to.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not inexpensive.
And it matches. Well, yeah, I mean, if you just hang out online at night, you know, and get your discount codes. I practice never shopping online if at least I can't get like at least free shipping and 5 to 10% off.
Yes.
Fair.
Discount codes.
Sonny, we are so pumped to have you here. We're
I'm
all
excited.
huge fans of yours, and this creation you're bringing to us is amazing. Can you tell us what is the brainchild? Where did the infladium come from?
I like you said pumped because that's what happens here. You gotta inflate this thing. You know what? I like to eat and I love football. And I have a show on Food Network called The Kitchen, and we'd have guests come on and build these gargantuan snack stadiums for the big game. And it was like, okay, that's cool, but I don't have cardboard, aluminum foil, or the care to sit in my garage. I don't even have a garage, you know what I'm saying? So at the time, I was like, I want a snack stadium, but I don't want to make it, right? And then if I did make it, it's only going to be used once. So I put all that effort into it. It's going to get thrown away.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like a sesame seed. I mean, or a sunflower seed. You work so hard to get it out, and then it's just for nothing. So you said it. So I was like, you know, what would that look like for me? I want it to be reusable.
Yeah.
I want it to be inexpensive because I'm cheap. You already know about my discount codes. And I wanted it to look like, you know, a stadium. So I started sketching it out and realized it'd be cool to inflate it so you can then deflate it and store it and use it the next time you want to. And then made some inserts for you to put all of the snacks and everything.
Yeah, so take us on a little tour of the snacks, actually.
Yes.
What did you bring us here today?
So actually, I put out a cookbook that comes with it, and this is $19.99 at Party City. And the cookbook, all the recipes are under 5 ingredients for game day. So these are just two ingredient dips. This is one of the most fabulous dips ever. It's just sour cream and brown sugar. If you, with a strawberry, it's like sweet and tangy. It's delicious. And then this is just whipped cream cheese with pesto that you buy at the grocery store. It's like nothing.
okay.
Get in, get in.
Double dip.
Yeah, double dip. Or you can do the dip, then the flip. You know, the dip.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Okay.
And go back in. So I did this for the first season. It did so well. This is what I get in trouble for on Food Network, speaking with my mouth full.
We do it all the time.
We do it all the time here.
Yeah, it did so well that I was able to design another product, which is this, which is my food truck utensil caddy. So,
Huge.
yeah, it just hangs out on the tabletop. Put your napkins and your condiments in there, and then it's resting on another one of my designs, which is a table runner and a banner kit that looks like a parking lot, so you can tailgate and couchgate at the same time.
So cute.
Wow, that is so
This
fun.
is what you call couchgating right here. Put your feet up.
And these snacks are so good. They're pretty healthy though.
Yeah, you know, it's January. You know how y'all do.
Yes.
I said y'all because it's not me.
I was gonna say, I know.
What would be your favorite Super Bowl must-have snacks?
You gotta have chili. That's not a snack.
Right.
You know, nachos. You gotta have nachos.
Yep.
That's my favorite part of going to the game is like, please, extra jalapenos. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I think a lot of people forget when you're doing a Super Bowl party, Monday after is usually one of the biggest call-in to sick work days.
Is it really?
It is.
Wow.
And so if you want people to get out of your house after the game is over, put on a pot of coffee and then serve some dessert. It's kind of like the Pavlov for humans, like I got to go. Yeah, it's party done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's important. It's not just the snacking, it's how do you get people out of your house?
That's
Or
a
I might
good
just fall asleep
tip.
on your couch.
Nope,
That's
you
what you're gonna
could.
do.
You could. I'll lift you home.
Just squat in your apartment.
Driver's here.
Yeah.
The infladium has been selling like crazy.
Yeah.
That's such a fun feeling that you've inspired that. And what has that reception been like for you?
Listen, it's awesome. I'm a veteran of the Air Force, so to get into that career field early and then try to figure out what you're gonna do after that when you get out, you know, to travel the country and do radio, then to cook, turn that into a catering business, get on Food Network, and see everyone doing pots and pans and tons of things. You know, it just didn't feel right for me. People would ask me, when are you gonna come out with your pot and pan line? I'd be like, as soon as Emerald does it, because I like Emerald wear. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, why would I come out with something that's already out there that I like?
Yeah.
So to just have a sketch, which any artist knows is like a rendering that you give to a real artist, an engineer, and to have it come to life and then people like it.
Yeah.
It makes me feel really cool. It's a piece of the American dream that I think people talk about, where if you just work really hard and don't cheat anyone and stay in your own lane. I'm not here to get all the money. I'm just here to get my money, my coins. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that, like I said, I'm cheap. We worked really hard to get this to be inexpensive and under $25. So at $19.99, we left some things off, which I fixed by my second invention.
Right.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And then in like the summer, you can use this as like a kiddie pool.
You crazy.
For your ferret.
For your ferret.
You could. It's not a flotation device, but when it first came out, people would send me pictures on Instagram of their dogs or their kids in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, you can take this and put it like in your pool and have your little tray in the
You
pool.
could.
Girl. You're like, oh shoot.
You could.
Look.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
you could, but it won't float if you put too much in it.
You
so.
can't put the dips in if it's floating in the pool.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm putting hot wings in here.
Yeah.
Girl. That's best believe.
Just ranch dips. And
Ranch dip and some hot wings. That's all you need. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
so this is my baby and I love it. Thank you guys for supporting it. Like, I feel like I start by saying I'm a veteran because I think it's important for people to know there's life in the military and then there's life after the military. It doesn't have to be a career per se. And you can get out and still do some fun things.
Yeah, you can have second act, third act, fourth act.
Yeah, I think I'm on my third act,
Yeah.
right? She said sister act.
We just
Joy,
we
Joy,
were
Oh, were you? Okay. Lauren Hill killed that.
Right.
What?
Oh no, except they played the little Times Square church version.
Yeah, it
for
wasn't
us. I
oh,
love Lauryn
okay.
Hill.
Brittany and I
I
did
know.
karaoke last week. We did
Yeah.
the Lauryn Hill.
Oh, yeah?
It was a crowd pleaser.
You know you can't sing when you go to karaoke and they only want you to rap. Every time I go to karaoke at this one bar, they'll be like, you want to do B.I.G.? And I'm like, no, I want to do Mary or something. Like, no, do B.I.G.
Right.
It was all a dream, you know?
So listen, so you see, I
Yeah.
feel like going to a party at your home, you're probably an amazing host.
Yes.
What are some tips you can give people for hosting parties to really like knock people's socks off?
All right. So I'll say one thing, a tip that I got from my co-host in the kitchen, Katie Lee, and it's gross, but it's smart. You're gonna need that plunger in the bathroom.
Oh, man.
Okay, put it in the.
That got
Wow,
real.
you know what?
That
That's
got
a-
real really fast.
What? It's
That's
real.
a truth that you needed
That's
to
real.
unveil.
Yes.
You needed to say that.
Put it in a place that's visible.
Yeah.
And then also,
Oh my God, yeah.
it's real. If people are asking you where the trash can is, you don't have enough trash cans out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So you need to give people a place to help you not clean later on. And it's not as good as just having like the plastic bag that's on the end of the table.
Oh,
Just
that
get, like-
guilty.
it works.
And
but
I
you
look at
can-
these smallest Dwayne Reed bags. It was like this big. I'm like,
do
all your
it.
garbage in here, please.
Yeah.
Make my friends take it out themselves.
Exactly.
I do it. They always say that's black people's what we do for recycling. You don't have to worry about us. We are always going to recycle a plastic bag. I actually have the thing on the door in the pantry that holds the old plastic bags. Yeah,
My bags hold bags.
Yeah, my bag's whole bag. So I think, having enough trash cans in the right places. I think also understanding that it's a meal, it's not just a snack party, so you can start with the small bites, but by halftime it should be something that you're holding on a plate or in a bowl, and then like I said at the end, the dessert comes. I would never put the sweets out in the beginning because that's a high and then a crash, and then people are sleeping during halftime.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
It could be.
Maroon
Well,
5, we'll see. We'll see Maroon
We'll
5.
see.
Depending who's performing. If
Yeah.
it's Beyonce, you want to
Yes.
get some coffee.
Wait,
at
do
the
you guys
beginning.
actually think someone's gonna get on the stage with Maroon that's black?
No.
I heard
No.
Cardi
Well,
might.
Travis-
No?
Cardi?
No, did I make that up?
Oh, I think you're making
I know
that up.
Travis is
made that
gonna
up.
get
Somebody
on.
told me
Both
that
Cardi B
yesterday.
taking down Trump with the shutdown. I don't think
Yeah,
she's getting on
that
that
was
stage.
All right.
Okay,
yeah,
rewind,
yeah.
rewind. I made that up.
But we'll see Maroon 5. Ugh.
Yeah, well, you already know who I think should win.
Who?
The Saints.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Go Saints.
Girl,
yeah.
I don't even know who's performing.
Yeah.
I don't know who's.
And they're
they
not
were
even
robbed.
in.
Yeah.
They were robbed.
Yeah.
I don't know who's getting the Heisman, whatever. Peabody. Oh, whatever, girl. Somebody
No.
gets something.
Trying to figure out how you don't like men in tights, sweating on the field,
I
honey.
know.
It's my everything. We need to go out.
Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna
Wait,
teach
can
you
I-
all about football.
Yeah, let's all go.
Well, we have a night out planned now. But speaking of Kaylee, she was on our show, which
She's
we
awesome.
loved her. And you've been on The Kitchen now since 2014. What has this experience been like being on this major show and now working with these co-hosts?
It's awesome because like the onus is off of me, If you turn into the channel, you're like, I don't really like Sunny, you're just gonna turn it right off. So now I got 3 other people, just in case you don't like me. You might really like Katie, and you might really like Jeezy, you might really like Jeff, and I call it Pick Your Pony TV. And that's the beauty of it, is that we were all raised different ways in different households with different flavors. So as someone that loves food and cooking and eating and learning about different cultures, it's so cool to sit with someone that's from West Virginia right? Someone that's from the Midwest, and then GZ, who's multi-culti, and he's from all over.
Right.
To eat those foods and flavors, I'm living my best life, and I ain't going back and forth with nobody.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with this show. We bring different people.
Yeah.
I bring the Lord of the Rings fans.
Yeah, do you?
All of the Hobbit lovers.
See,
just watch
I've
just
never
for
seen
me.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, see, that's what I
See?
bring. Just purely to what I
We're so
bring.
glad he
Yeah,
brings that.
every night.
What you bringing? You know what I'm saying?
Sass.
You sass?
Sass.
Okay. What you bringing?
The ferret
You know what I'm
lovers.
saying? Okay.
People who love ferrets.
I love
me.
ferrets. I want to get a ferret, but I'm not there yet.
I'm like, see, well, maybe you and I can move in together and we can just get a ferret.
We could figure that out. I got 3 dogs and 3 cats, though.
Absolutely not.
Whoa.
Never mind. We'll go change that. Think I'll be
And
a-
it's over.
This is a brunch show, and you
Yes.
are a food expert.
Brunching on a come up.
What are your favorite brunch foods, and what are your favorite brunch spots in New York that we can maybe try out?
Oh, okay. So my favorite brunch spot in New York is called Oscars. It's on Hudson and Barrow, just below Christopher Street. If you're lucky to get a patio seat, sit there all day. They don't rush you or turn the table, as we say in the business. It's a small little Belgian place. They got mussels all you can eat on Wednesdays, but brunch is everything. Brunch is everything.
Yes.
Yeah, salty. It's the first place I went, and the side salad, I needed to make a main salad. Yeah, when that happens for me, it's like, what?
Like happens for me. Okay.
Never. It was so good. So that place, I think another great brunch place would be in Brooklyn. It's the Stone Park Cafe. In Park Slope, you could call it a cafe, but it's really great fine dining and brunching. Also good patio. And I'd say that's it. Yeah.
What's your favorite brunch food, though? Like, what do you make, or what do you like to eat at brunch?
Oh, I love an eggs Benedict.
Yes.
I love a Norwegian, like with the salmon on it. You know what I'm saying? I also just love bacon and pancakes.
Love it. Classic.
You know, bacon and You know, but I'm always the salty and savory.
Oh, me too. For
Right.
breakfast, you have to.
Yeah, so if I go to brunch with my girls, like, you know, we'll order what we order, and then it's like pancakes for the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
All
We
the
feel so great.
Table
Let's have some
cakes.
pancakes.
Table cakes.
Table cakes. I'm gonna start
Table
calling it that.
Table
Yeah.
cakes.
Table cakes.
Those
so.
are a common phenomenon.
Yeah,
I
we love that.
Appetizers.
Little
and pancakes.
appetizer.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
Sunny, we could talk about food with you all
love
day.
eating.
Thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for having me. Thanks for having me.
And everyone, make sure to pick up the Infladium, available at a Party City near you, and catch Sunny on Food Network's The Kitchen, Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same table.
Yay.